Good morning, guys.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Welcome back to the channel. We look a little disheveled because we're in the midst of filming a Clean With Me video. And so I'm taking a break. And as I was taking this break, my son sent me a meme. And so I want to discuss it with y'all today, right?
Yes.
I want to discuss the meme because I told Donald, I was like, starting the new year, I do want to bring back Wind Down Wednesday, or what do we call it? Peggy Talks.
Peggy Talks.
So it'll be on Wednesdays. I'm going to start the first week of January. I liked the segment and I'm going to keep it. And it's okay if you don't like it. You could just skip right on past it. And sometimes it'll be a lot. I'm only going to do it like twice a month. It won't be every Wednesday, but like twice a month.
There you go.
I'll do it. But I like doing Wind Down Wednesdays or Peggy Talks. I just really like it. And I think some of you asked about it, and I said I would bring it back, but I want to bring it back the first of the year.
I like them too because it kind of gives you an insight of like how we think and who we are, and get an idea of how the viewers think, how the subscribers think too.
Yeah.
And today's one is a particularly good one because we disagreed initially.
I think we still disagree.
We still disagree some.
So I want you guys, now it's been floating all over Facebook and you probably already saw the picture. But so we're going to put the picture here and I want you to look at it for a minute. I want you to look. And the topic is who deserves the seat. And so as you look at this picture, A is a woman. She's smiling. She's holding a baby. B is a guy who apparently was just in an accident. He's got a broken leg. He's got patches on his face. You could tell he's in a lot of pain.
There you go.
When you look at C, that's an older gentleman and he just tired.
He's
just
frowning.
Tired. He's frowning
Yeah.
because he could be frustrated. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like
Yeah.
he could just be frustrated. And then you look at D with a pregnant woman who is rubbing her belly. Right?
Yeah.
She's just rubbing her belly. Doesn't look like she's in pain or anything. So now I want you to, right now, decide who you think should get the chair. So put your answer in now, because I think this is going to be funny when we get down to it. And then I want you to come back later and tell me why you did what you did or why you feel the way you feel, right? Now, I'm basing it on today's environment. Okay. Donald is basing his on just the moral code of a man.
There you go.
I think that's where his answer is coming from. So I'm going to let Donald go first because I don't want him to change his answer to mine. But I want him to give his honest answer on what he would do. So out of A, B, C, and D, who do you think would get the chair?
Okay. The one I picked was D, the pregnant woman.
Okay.
And I don't know. It's just there's only two women on here. The first thing I thought when I saw the picture was men don't get the chair while women are present. That's just I don't know. Maybe it's something that was ingrained in my head or something that I've just come to accept as chivalry or whatever else it is. Maybe I'm just old. I don't know. But men never get the chair while women are present. And so I had to decide between the two women. And the first A, the woman holding the baby, she's smiling. She seems to be content. She's strong. She's having nothing going on. And then the other woman, she's rubbing her belly. And I don't know, I felt like as a sign of like caregiving or something like that. If I was on a bus and I saw a pregnant lady, I want to make sure I give her the chair. I don't want her to fall or anything like that while the bus comes to a stop or anything like that. So this is not a bus stop scenario. I would have been happy with A or D, but that's just the way I guess I was brought up and where my mindset is set to.
So, but you have to pick one. You can't say either or. And we're just basing it off the picture. Nothing. We can't add nothing else.
We can't add nothing to it.
So just going by that.
Yeah, because the A lady is smiling, looking down and happy. She's just like she's fine where she is, according to me.
Okay. So who would you give your seat to?
I give the seat to D.
D.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm sure there are a lot of you out here that will agree with him. But me, I disagree. I believe that B should get the chair because he looks hurt. He looks exhausted. Have you ever had to walk around with crutches, how they cut into your arm and he's down to one leg? He looks very exhausted, hurt, in pain. I would offer him my chair I really would if it was up to me. Because as I was telling Donald, I was like, as I look at A, she looks like a happy person holding her baby. She doesn't look like she in pain, and she looks fine to me. I've stood holding a baby before, so it was okay with me. C, he just seems, what we call Fred Sanford, curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon.
That's what he looks to me.
That's a good word.
That's how he looks, just like, why do we have to wait while we're in here?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Now, D doesn't look upset to me. She just looks like, okay, I'm at the doctor's waiting to be seen, or I don't know where they are, but she just looks like she's comforting her baby. Because as you know, when you're pregnant, your baby moves, you rub, you console, you sing, you hum to your baby, right? So that's why I chose B, right? Now, my sons were livid. They were like, why would you choose B? A man don't get a seat over a woman.
They agree with
they
me.
agree with you.
Okay.
Like, my son is still writing me right now, trying to change my mind. And I go, I understand the pregnancy. I really do. Now, if that guy hadn't had the broken leg and the crutches and the painful look on his face, absolutely, I'm going to give it to A or D. I would do it. I've done it before. Since Donald mentioned being on a bus, I remember being a teenager and I was riding a bus, and it was all the guys, because it was the late bus, and all the guys were coming from sports practice and stuff like that. I know they were tired. And we were all sitting in the front of the bus, right? This old lady gets on and she's standing, and I'm looking around at them. And I'm like, nobody's going to give up their seat. And so I stood up and I was like, okay. I'll say, ma'am, you can have my seat. The bus, we were moving for maybe 30 seconds. And I was like, you can have my seat, ma'am. So she took the seat. And after I gave up my seat, now here come all the guys. Oh, you want my seat, Peggy? You give to me. And I'm like, no, y'all didn't do it before. I was like, we're young, we're healthy. I was like, I'll just stand because I don't have that far to go. So I gave up my seat. But it was nice to know that they were willing to give their seat up after they saw me make the move. But I'm just saying, the guy looks like he's in pain. When I had my knee replaced and I had to walk around on crutches, I hated it because it would dig into your arm and then your leg is hardly any good. Yeah. So I felt compassion for him. Now, if he's a man, he's going to be like, no, give it to her or whatever. And so I'll let him make the decision at that point. But if it were me, I would give it up.
I would say this. I feel like whoever created this little meme, this little discussion point, this discussion starter, they knew that gender was going to play a role, because it could have been all. It could have been all four women. It could have been a woman holding a baby. It could be a woman recently injured. It could have been an old woman, and it could have been a woman who was pregnant. It could have been all women, and then you wouldn't be able to bring gender into the fact, and then you would obviously, it'll make it a little bit more difficult. It will still be, do you give it to the woman who's most injured, most likely? I would give it to the woman who's most injured. But they knew that men were going to answer this question, who have very, very strong ideas about what a man is supposed to endure and stuff like that. I think about a story of us walking to church as a family. I probably told a story about it a couple years ago. But it was something my dad taught me. We used to have to walk 2.5 miles to church every day. 2.5 miles there, 2.5 miles back. And every once in a while, somebody would stop with a car and they'd be like offering a ride. But you can't put this. We had 8 people in our family. Yeah. You can't put that many. You can't put that many people in a car. Yeah. And so the first car that would stop, my dad would say, "Okay, Mama and the youngest girl would go." And then second car that would stop, any other girls that's available, and then start with the youngest boy. And because I'm the oldest boy, it was always me and Dad, the last two. It was always us as the last two. Yeah. And if it was raining and we had 2 umbrellas, guess who's getting wet? Me and Dad. The mom and the daughters and the youngest boys, they all gonna huddle up under the umbrellas as best they could. And me and Dad were just walking there, just rain pouring down on our faces and our heads. And I guess that is stuck up here somewhere to where no matter what's going on, you make sure the women get taken care of. I don't care how bad off it is. If I had a crawl with a snake bite, I got to crawl and let the woman get there and stuff like that. So that's just where the mentality is coming from.
DJ wants some attention. So
DJ, come here. DJ got the little toy that Peggy got him yesterday.
Oh, he took
He done put the squeaker out. Come here. So yes, he's torn through it and he has found the squeaker, and now he does not want to let go of the squeaker. There it is. So he has the squeaker, fam. He got through it.
That room is a mess. I know it is.
He's already torn through it. It's cotton everywhere, baby. It's cotton everywhere. But yeah, that's all it is. It's like it's ingrained in me right now, and I'm not. It's not like so solid that I'm unwavering with it. I can understand giving it to the guy who's hurt over the healthy women, even though they are carrying babies or with child and stuff. I can see giving to the person who's in pain and stuff like that. But it's just hard to even make that transition in my head. It's difficult. Just like his sons, I'm proud of your boys. I'm proud of the boys. Yeah, like, hey, they won't do it either, and I get it. So
yeah, I want to answer that question too because it has come up a couple times.
Okay.
And people are asking because they'll say, you always say your sons.
Yeah.
You never say our sons, or you never say our children.
Yeah.
So I just want to explain it this one time, and then I'll be done with it. Just like the RV question, we're going to always get it, but this is not the RV channel. Like, I don't know. It's like every time I mention it in a video, the next time we put out a video, somebody will come back and say, hey, what's going on with the RV? Or what's happening?
Yeah.
And I'm like, right now, we're not doing anything on the RV, so there won't be any RV content. But when it comes back, we'll let you know, and then we'll be posting on Gone with the Winleys, if that's what we choose to do.
There you go.
We don't know which way life is going to take us right now. I'm not really in a rush to get back to it, but you miss it. You miss it. We're going to go there in January and see what our options are, what we need to do. So we're going to go live on the RV for a couple days.
Yeah.
And sometime in January, probably like that first or second week in January. So there will be some RV content then, but I can't make any promises as to what's going to happen later. So I hope we can put that to rest for right now.
Yeah. Because
I hate not answering. If you ask us a question, we try to respond.
There you go.
So anyway, Donald and I, back to the original. So Donald and I got married later in life.
Yes.
I think I was 40 and I was 41 and he was 36. 35.
Well, yeah, I was 36 by the time we got married.
Yeah.
We met when I was 35.
So we met when my baby was, 15 16 years old. So we don't have any children together. Donald has a son from a previous marriage, and I have 5 from a previous marriage.
Yeah.
I have 3 sons, 2 daughters. Donald has 1 son and 1 granddaughter.
Yes.
Donald's son is how old?
20. Oh, he just turned 30.
He just turned 30.
I'm getting old, fam.
You're getting old. My youngest is 32.
Yeah.
My oldest is 40.
Yeah.
So we don't have any children together, and my family just gravitates to Donald. Like, they love him. My children love him. My sons respect him. So while we don't say my kid or his kid, because they didn't grow up together.
No.
They never lived in the house together. Like, the only one that ever really lived with us together as husband and wife is my daughter Tiffany, because she was the youngest. Now, my sons lived with us a little bit, I think, when we were at Fort Gordon. Yeah, they lived with us a little bit, and while they don't call Donald dad,
no,
they highly respect him.
Yeah.
And we are a unit. Like, when we're together, you can't tell that the children are different.
Exactly.
So I think it's just from habit, to say my son or something like that.
This is the modern image of a family. There's no slight. They take no slight in it, and
Yeah.
I take no slight in being called Donald or anything like that, because they respect me as the man of the patriarch of the family.
Yes, they do.
They respect me as the patriarch of the family, and Peggy the matriarch of the family, and that's just how it works. It's a blended family, and it's very common in today's modern dynamic. So. That's just what.
And blended families or something else. So I think because, hey, it ain't all roses. I don't try to sugarcoat anything. I just tell you the truth. It is really hard to sometimes blend families because you're going to get opposing opinions on things, right? Donald is a man's man. Like he knows how things are supposed to be done as a man, and so he doesn't sugarcoat things with my sons. If they need to be corrected, they will be corrected. And that's that. And he ain't trying to be their friend.
No.
Not really.
Not 100%, but we have a very
I think I said that wrong a little bit. I did. I said it wrong. I'm not going to even erase it. But what I'm saying is, he's not going to go along to get along.
Good way to say it. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I mean, Tim, well,
my youngest,
the youngest boy, he stood up at our vow renewal and gave this not long, but a very well thought out toast that he shared with everybody, and about how I've added something to the family, and how I am a member, and how he has learned from me and I've learned from them, and the respect he has for me. That, and, it gets your boy watered up a little bit when it was going on and stuff, and it really, really did work. And it's just like, you just have to accept the reality of what it is. The only thing I don't have on them is the biological connection, but every other connection is there that a father would have. And now, and when they call for something, they need something or whatever else, I am there for it. And that's and they know I'm going to be there for it.
Because he's reliable, dependable, and honest. And so if you don't want that, don't call him with a question, because he's going to be 100%. And that's what I love about him. But it's the way he puts things. See, me, I'm more blunt. And I'm just yelling and screaming, and they're like, okay, so put Donald on the phone, please. And they don't say dad, which he's not opposed to, but they call him Donald. But the grandkids, now they love Grandpa Donald. They put Grandpa Donald, that's how they say it, Grandpa Donald. Grandpa. Now Trey and Cameron, we kind of raised them. So it's grandma, grandpa, but the little ones that come along, I think they do that to keep us separate from the mom's grandparents.
Exactly.
So they'll call me Grandma Peggy. Like for my Iowa grandbabies, the names are so similar because they have a Grandma Debbie. And so they'll say Grandma Peggy or Grandma Debbie, and then her husband is Donald.
So there's two Grandpa Donalds.
So there's two Grandpa Donalds.
Because they spend more time with him, they call him Grandpa, and I'm Grandpa Donald.
And they came up with that on their own, because I'm like, why do y'all call him Grandpa Donald? But they have another Grandpa Donald, right?
That's wild.
And so they come up with it. They were like, okay, so you're Grandpa Donald, but that's my grandpa, right? Now, Kobe, he just calls him Grandpa. And he'll call me Grandma. And I'm going to tell you, I was young. I was in my 40s. Well, I was in my 40s when I had Trey, right? I was just turning 40. This was right before we married. And I was like, call me Peggy, because Grandma was kind of weird to me at that. Because I was like, I don't want to be Grandma. But so he called me Peggy for a long time. And then, I want to say until he was about 4, he would say Peggy. And then my son would correct him, no, you call her Grandma Peggy. You don't call her Peggy. Because I was like, you can just call me Peggy. And my son, it didn't sit well with him. I don't know. I was going through something, I guess. But so now he just says Grandma. He doesn't say Grandma Peggy. He just says Grandma or Grandpa.
Okay. I have no idea.
I don't know why we got
where this conversation was going or anything like that. It's basically, I guess this is a video about values, and like how values are shared and interchanged and adapted and accepted in and stuff like that. Because that's basically what the meme was trying to ask. Now, have I changed my idea about who will get the seat? I have not.
So I see the
logic. I see the logic.
Okay.
I cannot get myself. Now here's the thing: if I offer the woman with the who's pregnant, and she says, "No, I'm fine. Let him get it," that would be nice. But I can't be the one who's deciding that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be the one to say the hurt man should get it over the pregnant woman and stuff.
Okay.
But it would be nice if she said, "No, I'm fine. Let him get it. He's hurting."
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing. Some of men need to be told that it's all right to go ahead and give in every once in a while. It's okay. You ain't got to jump up and help out every time. So if the woman got it handled, let her handle it. That's something we just got to learn and stuff like that. So no matter what the situation is, there's a lot of time when Peggy's like, "Donald, I see Peggy put together furniture, and I just want to jump in and just give me that dang screwdriver or whatever kind of thing it is." Or Peggy's doing something that might require physical strength. Peggy, like, she want to carry bags from the car, something simple as that. I'm like, "Baby, I'll make 2 trips." And she's like, "Why would you do that? I'll get like 5 of the bags."
I don't get it.
She said,
I don't get it.
She said,
I'm like, "Why do you want to go back?" I'm like, "Grab all the bags." I have my arm lined up with bags and pressure indents in my skin because we've gotten 15 bags on one arm. And he was like, "Why do you do that?"
It don't make no sense to me. You get your purse, the keys, and DJ, and I'll grab the first 5 or 6 bags, and then I come back and grab the other 5 bags. No, Don, let's do it all in one trip. I got this, and she just start grabbing bags, and I've learned to just give up because a strong woman gonna be a strong woman, an independent woman gonna be an independent woman.
I try not to, because sometimes I'll say, "Okay, you won," and I'll just let him have it. But for the most part, if the bags are not heavy and we got 10 bags, I'm like, "Okay, let me get 8, you get DJ and the heavier 2, and we're good." I don't know. I just feel like I can help. But you're helpful too, because if he we got this thing about the bed, making up the bed. Donald doesn't make up the bed. But if he sees me making up the bed, he's going to come and he's going to get the other side and he's going to make that bed up.
Yeah.
That's why I love him. I think we just overhelp. We overhelp each other. I don't know what it is.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, I know today's video was short, but I just thought I'd come in and bring that to you and just let you know that we are bringing back Peggy Talks or Wind Down Wednesdays twice a month. And don't forget, we're having our New Year's Bring In the Celebration live stream, and we're gonna go to the post office today after we do this video.
That's right, get a PO box.
I know you guys were wanting to do that, and we'll deal with that in tomorrow's video. So we're gonna go get that PO box set up, and then we'll come and talk to you about it tomorrow. So until then, family, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on the Couch Talk, fam. I really don't have anything else.
Okay.
I can't wait to see what the comments say about, hey,
I'm excited for him too.
Donald should be able to do this, or women should be able to do that, or whatever else it is. I look forward to reading the comments and stuff to see how what everybody's head is. So.
I would too. I can't wait. I'm excited.
All
right, fam. So we'll see you in the next video. So until then, make sure you do something good for yourself.
And for others as well.
And for others as well.
Y'all take it easy, fam.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.